Hey, and welcome to another how-to cocktail video. So today I am going to demonstrate how to make a New York sour. So this is a really lovely cocktail, but it does include a few more ingredients and a couple more techniques that maybe the traditional at-home bartender wouldn't necessarily know how to do. But I'm going to try to show you how to do this and to do it gently, and show you different ways that people can go about doing this. So New York sour is actually really simple. It is a whiskey sour, and we are going to float a little red wine on top. So for a whiskey sour, a few things that we do want is going to be an egg. So we can make this vegan by using aquafaba, and I would like to make a different video to demonstrate how to use aquafaba. It's a little bit different. It's not super tricky. You just have to get used to working with it. So, but for today, we're just going to use an egg, and I'm not going to use the whole egg. We're just going to use the egg white. So we need lemon juice. I've got my demerarra here. I am going to use Gentleman Jack today. This is a really lovely, easy, beautiful whiskey. Normally I would just drink it and not make into cocktails. I do know that they recently had a Gentleman Jack whiskey sour cocktail competition, but I am no longer kind of in bars settings, so I wasn't able to sign up for it or whatever. So this is going to be my little very simple rendition of a Gentleman Jack whiskey sour as well. I have some red wine laying around the house. It's just something that usually is opened around here. I have a little vac sealer air thing in there so that I can keep a bottle of wine open for longer than a week. So we really just want to, just some red wine. I don't know, you can use whatever you have. Like I said, whatever's lying around your house. People use a Merlot, a Cabernet. I mean, it really doesn't matter. The heavier the wine, obviously, the little more bitter that the cocktail will be, and all of the things. I have a glass and I have ice. A couple other things that we do want as well is a double strainer. Because I'm using an egg white, I just like to double strain just to make sure I can catch anything that doesn't get shaken up in the cocktail. So I have a double strainer, and then today I have a bar spoon as well, because I think that this is, for beginners, the easiest way to do a really beautiful float on a cocktail without just dumping the wine into the cocktail. So I will demonstrate how to do that today as well. So other than that, a traditional sour recipe is going to be 2 parts of your main spirit, so 2 parts whiskey, and then 1 part syrup and 1 part citrus. I've got lemon and my demerara, and then like I said, we're just going to use an egg white. So to go with this, I will first crack open the egg white. It just depends on how comfortable you are with cracking it open over your container. So I do it, and I usually make sure that it's the first thing I do, so that way if I get a little piece of shell or anything like that in there, I can kind of scoop it out without ruining all the other things with it. So for this one, I am going to do 3/4 of an ounce of the syrup. This is another fun cocktail where you can kind of mess around with different syrups with it to make it really unique without changing too much of the cocktail itself. Like that spiced fig syrup with this would be absolutely stellar. We are going to do 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice as well. And then I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of Gentleman Jack. So earlier this year, Jack Daniels actually celebrated me for International Women's Month. And that literally happened 1 week before the city of Chicago went into quarantine. I was able to attend a really incredible event. They worked with local female artists, graffiti artists, and things of the such that actually painted barrels for each of the women bartenders featured for the month. And so I do have a really beautiful barrel that I'm trying to get my hands back on right now. So I had left it with a previous restaurant, but now that restaurant is closing, and so much has happened this year, it's kind of crazy. I never really celebrated that month or that acknowledgement from this amazing company the way that I really wanted to. So first and foremost, we dry shake an egg white cocktail. So that means no ice, nothing in it. And we want to like shake it really nice and hard because we have that egg white in there, and we want to make sure that we form it into a type of meringue. So I can hear it. It's gonna be a nice kind of foamy-ish white looking color. I mean, it smells really good. And then I'm gonna add ice to it. I'm gonna add quite a bit of ice because I wanna shake this really, really, really hard because of, again, the egg white. So, as I always told my previous bartenders, you shake the shit out of it. So. I used to be able to do like, 4 or 5 cocktails at one time. If I step behind a bar right now, it would absolutely kick my butt. So, for this, I am going to double strain the cocktail into this glass. And this is what I mean by double strain. So, no ice. Typically you could chill this down. Chill the cup down, I mean by that, but I am gonna add a little bit of ice to the drink. Great. So I'm gonna rinse this out really quick. And we are going to do a 1 ounce float of red wine over the top of that. So to make this as easy as possible, basically is all we're gonna do is we're gonna hold this spoon very gently like this, and we're going to gently pour the red wine just over the back of the spoon. And with the spoon, we should be able to like maneuver the wine, and it should add a really beautiful float to the top of the cocktail. Okay. And I'm gonna switch hands because I am right-handed, and right now I'm not gonna try to be ambidextrous. So I'm gonna get it like real close, and I'm gonna do this pretty quick. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be nice. So here it goes. Ooh. Like I said, not perfect. That's all right. Never is. What is perfect is the look of the cocktail. So look at that. How beautiful. I mean, the top, which I love it being messy like this. I actually really try to do something like that on purpose because I think it looks like a painting. I think it's gorgeous. So look at that really beautiful float there. So like I said, cheers to Jack Daniels, and thank you so much for the acknowledgement this year for International Women's Month. And it really means the world to me, and everything that I try to do and be and grow into be is a really powerful female figure in this industry. So cheers, my New York sour with Gentleman Jack.